Nobody is noticing this about Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley recorded a 100-yard rushing performance, finishing with 102 yards on 21 carries when he played against the Chicago Bears. The same opponents and the same ground he tore his ACL in the second week of the 2020 NFL season. The performance is one that shows why New York Giants took a gamble on him when he was picked as the number 2 pick in the NFL draft. However, rather than be an asset, which was what the Giants thought, Barkley has made more runs on the treatment table than he has on the pitch. Apart from the torn ACL, he has also sprained his ankle and been on the sidelines for majority of the past 2 seasons. With the 2022 NFL season coming up, we have to wonder about Saquon Barkley. In the 2018 NFL drafts, General Manager Dave Gettleman backed his decision to pick a player who not many expected to flourish for long, especially with the modern trends of running backs who often decline faster than other players in other positions. Beyond that, running backs are always abundant in supply, but picking a player that had many unanswered question marks over him from the start is a big gamble. However, that gamble is almost a lost bet, and the 2022 NFL seems like a last chance to see if Barkley will prove David Gettleman right or prove other pessimists right, that he was the obvious wrong choice. Back in 2018, the Giants were in dire need to replace Eli Manning, but deciding to go with Barkley in a draft period that had Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson available was a huge risk. Already, the aforementioned trio is proving a good bargain, even at a very cheaper price compared to Barkley. Giants continue to hope Barkley turns up anytime soon with another addition to his contract, making it a 5th-year extension with a salary cap just above $7 million a year. The deal shows explicitly that Barkley is not just a big part of the Giants, but one they would want to build their team around. A quick analysis of Barkley's performances. Since making the jump from the rookie season, he has featured in 20 games out of a possible 37 and has seriously dropped in productivity with just 3.6 yards per carry. This is the least average among 42 running backs in the 2021 season. In contrast, his 2020 replacement, Wayne Gallman, averaged 4.6 in that season. No doubt Saquon Barkley has the quality. He can be the point of big changes in a franchise trajectory. In fact, in some of his appearances, he has given Giants a glimpse of what he can offer when he's fully fit and ready to play. These stints of performances can make the Giants forget his long, treacherous injuries and raise the bar of hopes. No exaggerations, Barkley has shown displays that can easily make you think he is the best running back in the NFL. Nevertheless, he hasn't exactly inspired results and consistency. Giants are 9-24 in games Barkley has featured in as well as during his rookie season, where he featured in 16 matches, made a league-leading 2,028 scrimmage yards, but still led the Giants to a 5-11. Obviously, the 24-year-old hasn't done enough to improve and change the fortunes of the franchise. And at this age, it's a case of better late than never to go back on track and get into the right books. Running backs always tend to have a shortened career span in the NFL, considering that they are the focal point when a franchise is building a team and they often burn out easy. But what then happens when such player sustains a torn ACL, an injury so bad enough to ruin a career or change the course of a player's trajectory? Nevertheless, a good season can change the story and change the narrative, and that is why the 2022 NFL season may be the most important yet for Barkley. In the 2021 NFL season, he had Devontae Booker as backups and Elijah Penny, plus Cullen Gillaspie as fullbacks, but he never returned to full health. But the franchise may have hoped to see him. Instead, he had the initial 4 weeks of the season taking little steps, carrying an average of 3.57 yards in a period where he had 52 carries on 186 yards. Afterward was another injury stop, a major ankle injury that saw him miss 4 games. He may have recovered in time to feature in other games, but he never took off afterward. continuing a trend of injury woes that silences any hush of triumph. 4 years on since the decision to go with Saquon Barkley as second pick draft, the Giants are yet to be vindicated. And while he was explosive in his early days, his topsy-turvy pattern of performances since he started raking up injuries suggest, if many have not noticed, that we may not see the same explosive we saw before 2019. The 2022 season is another year to change the narrative. But at 25, Barkley may be running out of time to prove David Gettleman right. It's already 4 seasons, and they have been riddled with injury problems from knee injuries, ACL, and recently ankle issues. It's not certain what nature of injury will show in the next season. Factually and almost optimistically, no one can say how good Barkley may eventually turn in the new season, but if proper lights are shown on his timeline, many will notice a player whose potential is being held and gradually destroyed by injuries. And that's where we end today's video. What do you think of Saquon Barkley's injury problems? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Also, be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and hit the notification clock to make sure you don't miss out on our next video and other videos. Thanks for watching. Next time, stay safe.